I look tired right now? Because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I 100% am. So today is actually a Saturday morning and Saturday night, Saturday morning. I know it's like technically still night right now. Yes. And normally I do not work Saturdays, but I'm filling in all weekend long, which I never mind doing at all. I get extreme secondhand excitement when other people go on vacation. So I'm filling in for someone who is currently in Miami. So that's amazing. And yeah, today's just gonna be a good day. I get a lot of questions asking what days of the week I work. A couple of people asked, do you work 7 days a week? No, I think I would die. But when you do film for people, you do kind of go on a long work stretch. Like you work a lot of days in a row just naturally. So that's the only downside. But other than that, we are ready to have a nice little Saturday morning. It's, I don't know, there's always something so, I don't know what the word is, not cool, but like interesting about working when you know no one else is. And I know that probably sounds weird, like you're probably like, you wouldn't want to do that, but for instance, like when I wake up at 2 o'clock every morning and knowing everyone else is asleep, like I just love being like the first person of the day, like catching my day, getting ahead. And then Saturday, most people are, you know, at home, fast asleep, probably still at the bar actually, let's be honest. Zach is inside right now sleeping. He just stayed in with me last night. We watched a movie that I couldn't even tell you what movie it is because I fell asleep within 2 seconds. And a lot of people also ask, I'm just hitting you guys with all the FAQs right now, do I keep my weird 2 a.m. morning schedule on the weekends when I'm not working? And the answer is heck no. No, absolutely not, which yeah, it probably messes up my body a little bit, but no, I like pretty much switch over to being a normal human, and I'll go to bed anywhere from usually 10 p.m. to 12 on a Friday or Saturday night. And then I will sleep for 10 to 12 hours each night. That is when I am catching up on my sleep. And in case you're wondering, my first thought every morning when I wake up to my 2 o'clock alarm, which my alarm goes off about once a month. I wake up before my alarm every single morning. For instance, this morning I was up 15 minutes before my alarm. I just can't sleep in. My first thought is, as I'm getting out of bed, if I could sleep for 73 hours, I would. And one day, I'm gonna do it. Also, comment down below if you would like a full TV news reporter makeup tutorial where I walk you through all of my products, how I apply them, all that good stuff for the HD cams. But for now, let's get to work. Why am I so weird? Did I just smudge the camera? Why would I legitimately have not worn a short sleeve dress on air since I want to say September. Today I think we're gonna make it happen. I think we're really gonna make some moves. If I get called to breaking news today, I'm going to hate myself because we are wearing these cute little booties. Love them, but they are just not breaking news attire. Also, people always say Zach is so cute, best boyfriend ever. Guys, can I get some cred over here? This is not from today, this is from a few days ago. But yeah, I leave Zach some sweet notes too. Also, I'm going to New York soon. I just hurt myself so badly. So normally when I go to my car, I'm not expecting to see humans, and if I do, oh my god, like I need to get to that car because it scares me at this time. So I saw a human out of the corner of my eye as I was about to enter my car, and I like flung myself in and my leg slipped and slammed into the car, and it ended up being a girl walking her dog who is currently looking at me. Hello, Anjanette.
How are you?
We wanted to see your makeup routine. All of us.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Is this hot?
It's hot.
It's a process for sure. It's amazing how like you get under those lights and you're in every little like dark spot, you know? I don't think I look that bad without makeup on. Like on the weekends, I never wear makeup.
Same.
Like I'm just like whatever. I don't care. I'll go to the store. I go out to dinner. I might put a little eyeliner on, but I
make no mistake, I think I look like a monster, but I do it anyway.
I don't really care like if I don't wear makeup, but once you get under the lights, or if you're out in the field and you're under the lights and something just happens.
No, seriously, okay, thank you, thank you, amen.
Something happens and it's like, it's just like you need something. Or else I wouldn't ever wear makeup if I didn't have to.
Oh gosh, if I don't have an occasion, it feels so good to let the skin breathe. You gotta.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think it's better for your skin. Even if you have just like maybe like a light eye cream, like just around here. Ladies, you know what, when you're a kid, you think your mom doesn't know anything. You're like, yeah, whatever. My mom always told me stay out of the sun. She was right. She also told me this skin right here is like the most delicate skin on your body, and always take care of it. So you should always put a little bit of an eye cream here. And then like just a nice moisturizer with some sunscreen.
Your mom knew?
Yeah, she knows a lot of stuff. Moms, like it's like moms know a lot of stuff. I think you're off in a week or two, and so I'm working like 2 morning show reporting shifts, and I haven't done that in a really long time.
Oh, no way, it's gonna be the week after this.
Yeah, so I'm doing 2 days of that, which I'm kind of excited about it because I haven't done it in so long, but when I first came back here, I did that shift, And let me tell you, it was rough because I went from being a night side reporter in Green Bay, and they were hiring for 2 positions here. They were hiring a night side reporter and a morning reporter, and they needed to fill the morning reporter first. And they're like, well, we really wanted you to do this morning reporter job. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. They just threw me right into it. I didn't even get a chance to adjust. And I just remember coming in here the first day. Now I can do it a lot better because I'm like, okay, now I've done it, I can do it. But the first day I ever got in here, I was like dying. I probably had like 2 hours of sleep. I was like, how in the heck does anybody do this?
Anjanette works day side. Which one do you think is harder for social life, on the body, everything? Night side or morning?
Kind of probably, I don't know, probably night. I mean, night side's not hard. I don't think it's that hard on your body. I think it's a little bit hard on your body. I feel like your body biologically, when it's dark, you're supposed to be asleep. Like there's a biological component. Like you are supposed to be asleep when it's dark out. Like that is what nature intended. So what we're doing right now is probably a little unnatural.
We're being very unnatural today. So Anjanette works the almighty day-side.
Yeah.
Her schedule is 9 to 6. Do you know how like amazing that is in TV news? When you got that, were you like, wow, I'm a king?
Well, I was told I was supposed to be getting that like in 2012, but guess what?
When did you end up getting it?
I don't know. A few years ago, a couple years ago. It's a pretty cool shift, but sometimes people aren't available to talk to you, so that's like...
Oh, yeah, because
they're working. And I think every shift, I think night side's like that too, because then night side you're like fighting people are leaving work.
Every shift has its pluses and minuses.
Right.
Seriously.
Yes. I mean, day side is okay, it's not bad, but if you're live at 6 and you're like out in wherever, you're not getting home till like after 8 o'clock.
Yeah, do you go on overtime?
Sometimes.
Thanks for joining us. Makeup time with Anjanette and Clancy. Such a good time. What is this?
This is all my stuff.
I love it. Heels and a double shot espresso.
So I'll be on TV and I'll be like, good morning, instead of like, good morning.
Godspeed.
The 60th annual Cavalcade of Customs Car Show is officially here. Local 12's Clancy Burke joins us live from the Duke Energy Center. And Clancy, it looks like there's some pretty hot rides out there, including one with a lot of flames.
Oh, there absolutely are, Anjanette. I mean, just imagine rolling up to work, going into Local 12 in this thing. I mean, that would give you some serious street cred, but if green isn't your color, take a look at this. 63 Corvette. I mean, I was initially attracted to this thing. The powder blue is amazing. Well, Anjanette, I know I said I found our dream car before, but that was then, this is now, and now, this is it. This is definitely it, but the best part isn't what you're looking at now. I want you to come a little bit closer. I'm gonna step out of here, and you're gonna see this right here, for sale, Anjanette.
I hope you're gonna get to take a spin in one of these. They look like a lot of fun, Clancy.
Anjanette, I would get sued and fired, so we're not gonna do that, but I did it. I found our car. Just imagine us, Anjanette, cruising in this thing down I-75. We would look awesome.
One thing I was just talking with some of the guys about, though, is there was a reporter in Sacramento who got fired. He was doing what I was doing this morning, previewing a car show, and he actually started jumping on the cars. You can Google it. Here's the thing about that. So, right, the initial reaction is, oh my gosh, what? And we were all going on and on about, like, what an idiot he was, you know? I'm just being honest, but I kind of wish I didn't do that, because one of my biggest pet peeves in life is when people like capitalize on someone else's mistake. So that guy obviously made a really big mistake, that reporter, no doubt about it. But I feel like when people make mistakes, people love to revel in it. Like, wow, look at this person who messed up. So, and I feel like I kind of almost did that in a way. So I kind of feel bad about that, and I regret that. But yeah, it was crazy that he did do that. However, I don't know, people have lapse of judgment, people make mistakes. Some bigger than others. Yes, that was a huge mistake, but I hope he found another job or is doing okay.
Oh, is Austin making an appearance?
Austin's making an appearance. By the way, her finished makeup. Boom. There she is.
With my church lady shoes.
Okay, no, Anjanette and I, this is why we're spirit animals, because we are the only women in the newsroom who wear like the ugliest shoes. By the way, today I actually took a chance on these things.
Yeah, look at you, you're styling. These are what I wore for the pet segment. They didn't even end up showing because we had to get on the floor with the dog.
So, crazy thing, Austin, if you saw my vlog from a few weeks ago, he decided to go to New York City on New Year's Eve. Tell us about the experience, how long you were there, everything, the diaper.
I survived. I got there about 7:30 in the morning. It was organized chaos. There was probably a good 200-300 people lined up in a couple of different crowds ready to go in or getting searched. They had me go through a metal wand detector. Of course, my body went off and they were like, oh my gosh, what's in, what do you have, what do you have? I'm like, I don't know. And it's just food. It was just food. I was hanging out for probably a good 20 hours. I didn't pee.
But you did, you were prepared.
I was prepared.
What'd you wear?
I wore 2, not 1, 2 pairs of Depends. I was scared, just in case.
Well, yeah, you have to.
I survived. My bladder didn't explode. I made it on Ryan Seacrest 3 times. 3 times. He kept stalking me, I think. About 5 till midnight. The excitement's there. You're like, oh my god, I made it. I survived. 3 tons of confetti falls on top of you. And it is the most liberating experience you ever have in your entire life. Everyone needs to go and survive Times Square at New Year's Eve once in their life.
Okay, this is my answer to that. No. I do have to say, Austin, it looks awesome. Seriously. Congrats. That's
Thank
like
you.
an accomplishment. Now with my day, it is just before 9. I have to go to a 9:30 meeting that Austin is sending me to.
Sorry.
For, no. Hey, give me stuff to do. I'll do it. For the Democratic Central Committee. All right, so hours have passed, and right now, Austin and I are trying to crack the Instagram algorithm. We're trying to find out what photos get the most likes.
And it is not my pretty pictures I take.
Well, that's so
It's
dumb.
my pretty face.
That's what I told him. I took a photography class. The guy said people want to see humans. Like, even if the assignment was for a building, we have to have a human in it. Also, a little behind the scenes of the traffic cameras. I didn't know you guys had a view. By the way, we're at the assignment desk, so you can see the whole newsroom from here.
Ta-da, look at all the pretty scanners.
Do you actually listen to this?
I listen to these,
This stresses me out. What he does stresses me out. He has to...
all of these.
How do you know? But we hear rubbish right now where it's nothing. I hear rubbish. I sound like a British person, but nothing important. How do your ears magically perk up?
The object is to not listen, and you hear things like you hear shooting or fire.
Yeah. So,
or
but that's what
and
that's
when
what
you
he's
kinda-
listening for.
You tune in a little bit.
Like if there's a shooting or fire, that's how they find out about it. The police scanners. Which if I was in charge of the police scanner, we wouldn't make it to anything because I wouldn't hear. Would you say like when you first became an assignment editor, it was a stressful position? I mean, do you think it still is?
There's days, especially when I'm always thinking a day, 2 days, 3 days ahead. So if someone calls out sick tomorrow, how does that affect my day? I only have so many people. I have, still breaking news that happens. I still have to cover that. I still have court cases and things like that to cover. So it was stressful. It still can be very stressful. But when I walked into this, I had no news knowledge at all. Literally knew almost nothing about news, and I caught on pretty quick. I learned more in 2 years I've learned than I have in my entire life.
You do a really great job.
It's a lot going on. This is like the air traffic controller of the newsroom.
I love
Best analogy.
Just got back from work and now it is the rest of my Saturday. Or is it? Because honestly, I don't really have any big plans to do much. I am tired right now. Not too tired, but a little bit tired, definitely in there. And you guys know that diagram? It's like a triangle that was floating a lot when I was in college where it says 3 options, you can pick 2. And it's sleep, social life, or work. And it makes sense. You only have a finite amount of time. You can't do everything. And I have always teetered more on the work and sleep side of things, where if there's 2 things I value most, it's those 2 things. I will just push off the social life, a little bit. It's always there. That's the thing. It's like work and sleep are just such hot commodities nowadays. Social life takes it's on the back burner. So yeah, I could, try to rev up and wow, make the most of this Saturday. First of all, it's storming outside. Like we're under a weather watch, so we could get severe weather / tornado. So not really in the mood to do things in this. But also it's, when you fill in, you are working a lot of days in a row. This is not the time where I'm like, oh my gosh, like let me just, make the most of my life. Like, no, I really need to savor any sleep I can get. So this weekend, I will probably be doing absolutely nothing social. But the thing is, even on these weekends where I'm not like going to the bars and having fun, stuff like that, it never feels reclusive or anything just because of my job. Like my job is me being with people all day. On a weekend like this where I really don't plan on doing anything, it doesn't feel like I have no social life, if that makes sense, but kind of also it does, because this weekend is really not too poppin'. But I'll tell you, I don't mind it at all. Like I woke up this morning in a good mood. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh. My broccoli's ready. Today's lunch has 3 components: avocado toast, broccoli, and chicken. And this chicken cannot cook any slower. I am so hungry, guys. Like I am starving, and it's the last component I need to finish my lunch. I just want it to cook. And yes, I purposely burned my broccoli because I think it gives it a nice little flavor. Don't judge me. I deserve this in every way possible. All right, Zach's getting ready to hit the town tonight. Are you there? It wouldn't be a vlog without a Zach appearance.
What's the vlog about?
It's just my weekend of my life. And obviously I can't go out with Zach tonight. How devastated are you?
So sad. It's incredible.
Why'd you just itch your face?
That was a tear.
I'm kidding. Itchy face. But yeah, I'm just gonna get ready to drop them off at a bar. By the way, can I just address this? There are people who commented on my story time video and they were like, why is Zach going out to like bars, blah, blah, blah. Did you see any comments like that?
What story time?
Of where you came home and when I couldn't go out because I was working. Once again, when you fall asleep on the couch, people commented, they're like, why is he out at bars? That's what we do. I do the same thing. Also, I'm really shiny because of my self-tanner, but yeah.
I'm going to a bar with my friend and his family.
It's very PG, everyone. And if this looks familiar, it's because it is. Yes, all I eat in this world is chicken. It's a problem, I know, but yeah, we've got a whole bunch of things going. Chef Clams for the win, yeah. Good morning, guys. Today is gonna be a great day, and that's a bold statement because I have no idea what our fate is going to be. Last night, there were the strongest winds you can imagine. Like, I was laying in my bed, it actually woke me up. I thought my apartment building was just gonna fall to the ground. Like, I was so scared. I really have never heard anything like it. In Ohio, we get tornadoes, which being from New York, it's a foreign concept to me still. The first time I heard tornado sirens, I cried. And so I can only imagine there's a lot of wind damage. We will see. We never know our fate till we get into work. Oh, I didn't even say the best part. Guys, do you see what time it is right now? Yeah. So on the Sunday show, we actually go in a whole lot later. Our shows don't start until 8 instead of 5. So I go in at 6. If that's not amazing, I don't know what it is. Like, it's so funny for the average person. This is probably still, you know, early. But to me, I'm like, I feel like a normal human. We are cruising on life. It is a normal hour. Like, if I told someone I woke up at this time today, they'd be like, okay. I'm going to tell everyone. I'm going to be like, hey, guess what time I woke up today? This is pathetic.
Local 12's Clancy Burke joins us now live from the Sharonville Convention Center ahead of the Cincinnati Wedding Showcase. Clancy, I was hoping to see you in a wedding dress this morning.
David, I don't know about that, but I do know hearing you read this just made my morning because I know you can't hold your excitement. But I do have one word for you, and just one word only. Cake. I mean, I don't know a human on this planet who does not love cake. And I decided to show you this first, David, because you might not have as much interest in what I'm about to show you, but I know I am all about it. We've got to talk about wedding dresses. Yes, we are here at the Fabulous Bridal Boutique, and we are here with Anne. First question, and this is the most important one. What is your #1 tip for a newbie who has never tried on a wedding dress before?
#1 tip is to try everything. You never know what you want until you try things on, and be open to finding it. It's all about the feeling that a gown gives you.
Right now, I'm at a bridal expo show, and we have Carly over here, which she actually says she watches my videos on YouTube, and she is part of the, I guess I'm not interviewing you, but she's part of the event. And okay, first of all, how cool is it working at a bridal shop?
It's super fun. It's like one of my favorite things. It's actually my fun job. I like to do this. I do it on the weekends and then sometimes in the nights.
That's so cool. And
you said dress up every day.
Have you tried on the dresses? Like,
oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And you were saying did you create a YouTube channel you have one?
I do, yes.
Give a little shout out.
All right, my YouTube is Carlina Hale. It doesn't have a whole lot of videos yet or views, but maybe.
I am subscribing, guys. I'm subscribing. That's amazing. And I was telling her, I'm like, that is such a cool niche. Like, you can really take advantage of that. Bridal. Like, I was saying, that's something I can never, speak about. I don't work at a bridal shop, so that's really cool. I'm definitely going to be checking you out. I think my wedding dress type is, I was telling them, what is it called, guys? Yes. So that's what I think. Actually, kind of like the one behind you, Anne. Yeah. Like, that is so
gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. I love that. That's so beautiful. Like, that's my dream. But how classy and cool is this? The sleeve look is I'm kind of digging it. What's your guys' dream wedding dress type?
Ball gown.
Oh, I love
Only day of your life that you can wear a ball gown.
You're my girl.
Why not?
Yes, you're with me. How about you?
I want something simple. I don't want to wear any lace, any beading, nothing.
Ooh, okay, and then you can like doll it up with some, pretty accessories.
The accessories for me.
Guys, we did it. We tried one on from Fabulous Bridal. Is that like the quickest you ever put on a wedding dress on someone?
That is the quickest.
We decided so last minute to do this, and they held me out. I'm just ripping off pieces of clothing. This is one of their dresses. Keep in mind, guys, this is not altered. You guys said alterations are everything.
Yes.
So, this is not necessarily fitting the best. We're making it work, don't worry.
Every girl knows the best part about a wedding isn't the wedding, and it's definitely not the groom. No, it's the planning, and it's the wedding dresses, trying them on, having fun.
You do seem a bit panicky in the dress right now. All you need is a groom, and I think I hear the phones ringing out in the newsroom right now. A lot of volunteers. No?
Bye.
She's walking away. She's out. All right.
All right, so my morning has taken a very big turn. Right now I'm at a water rescue where a man, he didn't fall in the river, but he was already sleeping there. I'm told there was a homeless camp underneath a bridge, and all of a sudden water levels rose and he had no way of getting out of there. So essentially, he's on an island right now. That is how investigators and crews are describing it. They do have eyes on him. They see him. They're trying to get to him. But right now the big question is he the only one? Because someone told the fire chief that he has a girlfriend who also sleeps there. So they're just trying to figure out, is there anyone else there? All right, so I'm back in my car, done with my day, and I just realized I forgot to eat today. Whenever I have heard people say like, oh my gosh, I just like forgot to eat lunch or I forgot to eat dinner, I'm like, what? How? Like my meal, like I am always hungry, I'm starving, I'm waiting for my next meal, but now I get it. I was just so busy running around that I don't even know. Like, it sounds weird, like I never like checked to see like, oh my gosh, like are you hungry? I don't know. That sounds very odd, so X that from your memory.
Alas, we have made it home, and today is one of those days where it is so tempting for me to just roll up to Fusion or Piata, Panera, and eat out, but I'm sticking to my guns. Technically it's a weekend. Technically I really could have done it. But I always say I don't want to eat out on weekdays just to save money and all that responsible stuff. I really was going to do it just because it has been a long day. And then I was like, you know what? This is such a cop-out because honestly, making my lunch, which takes like 15 minutes, would take the same amount of time as me going all the way to somewhere to eat, going in, ordering, waiting for them to make it. Like, when you think about it, it's not as convenient as we might think it is. And also, can you guys, I don't know if you guys can tell how oily, well no, it's not even oily. Okay, so I just get very, very shiny throughout the day. I guess it's because it's all of my makeup. And that is why being on TV is the most disgusting thing ever, because I have to keep applying powder if I'm on air. Throughout the morning, if I don't apply powder periodically, I will look like an oily, disgusting mess. And it's not oil though. It's just like the shine. It's like whatever the powder is, you can hear my food. The powder wears off, I guess, and then it's just the liquid foundation. Because I have naturally dry skin, not oily at all. So this is a little struggle that we deal with. And the thing that sucks about today is I got to sleep in, start my day later from 6 to 2, but now comes the part where it's the quick turnaround where, yes, I have to wake up at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it is 2-something p.m. And so we don't really get a lot of time to live our lives, but clearly this is my life and kind of just, you know, balancing, filling in as well. And the thing is about balance is I feel like it's not necessarily that you're doing everything all the time, it's that you have spurts. So for example, this whole spurt of this past week and a half is just work. It's just all about work. I'm really doing nothing but working. Whereas, you know, actually coming up, I'm going to New York, that will be a spurt of fun and just relaxation. I feel like balance is kind of just, you know, letting yourself have those periods of time and not, you know, feeling sorry about it. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't get to do this weekend. I've been working too much. Or the other side, like, oh my gosh, I'm not working enough. It's like, you just let yourself indulge. So would you look at that? We are now back to exactly where we started. And I just got out of the shower. I'm in my white fuzzy robe that I'm obsessed with, and I'm basically just gonna spend the night relaxing and just trying to really wind down. I don't know what it was about today, but I feel like it was just, I don't know, like I've had, you know, obviously so many days where there's breaking news and whatnot. I guess, you know what it is? It's that I had breaking news right at the end of my shift. We were out there for a couple of hours and it all culminated, it all ended right at the end of my shift. And normally everything's happening in the beginning. So maybe that's what it is. I just feel like very not relaxed right now. But I'm probably gonna spend a good chunk of the night reading this book. I just started it, so I'm not too far into it. Actually, okay, I'm on page 101, so I'm there enough to speak about it at least. And oh my gosh, I could actually do a whole video into some of the things I'm learning in it. I mean, okay, so ready, the 4-hour work week. Obviously that doesn't apply to my life. I'm a full-time TV news reporter. No way in the world would I be working 4 hours. It doesn't make sense. I need to be on the news. So there are a lot of things in this book that don't necessarily apply to me. Like, you know, I have to be responding to emails. I have to be doing certain things that he's recommending you don't do. But there are so many different principles and philosophies in this book that have blown me away so far. Actually, I highlighted. Let me see. There was one that okay. One of the things that I will paraphrase, because my biggest pet peeve in videos is when people just read from the book and it's just boring that way. But he basically talked about how there are 2 types of goals you can have. You know, you could really shoot for the moon and oh my gosh, this is like the cream of the crop, what everyone truly wants, what seems unrealistic. Or the more streamlined, realistic goals. And the realistic ones, those streamlined ones that we're all gunning for, are actually harder to achieve. And it's because, what I just said, we're all gunning for it. We're all going for it. There's more competition. Less people are shooting for the moon, trying to, you know, set these crazy goals. I want to be a millionaire. I want to get to the top position. When I thought about it, I was like, oh my gosh. And another reason he said is that you have such an adrenaline rush trying to like achieve this monstrous goal that you're that much more inclined to do it. Yeah, don't, like, and I think this is so cliche, but just like don't let the, you know, how big or unrealistic a goal is make you not do it. I always think, you know, being a musician is so hard, right? But if Taylor Swift thought it was, you know, oh, too unrealistic, where would she be right now? Or Bruno Mars, all these people, like, not everyone's gonna get to the top, but some people are, so why the heck not try? I love Taylor Swift. That's why I used her as an example, but she's not some sort of like alien with a superpower. She got to the top through, yes, luck. We can't, you know, say that's not part of it, but a lot of it is just hard work, and you gotta be in the right place at the right time. If she wasn't, you know, working her butt off and really trying, she wouldn't be where she is right now, bottom line. So yeah, I thought that was just so interesting, and it all goes back to, you know, having balance, and a lot of people think, you know, the longer you work and the more you work, like, it's really glorified. Even on YouTube, you see these big work week in my lives, and it's so glorified to be like hustling and working like 12-hour days. But first of all, if you need to work 12-hour days, you need to work 12-hour days, if that's like, you know, your job or whatever. But really, what I have found, and what I think most people have found, is that in a typical 8 or 9 hour work day, you're not actually working all of those hours. A lot of it is busy work. So yeah, anyway, we're just gonna end off the whole video because, you know, it's that time again. So let me know if you guys enjoyed. Hope you did. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you don't have your bell notifications turned on, definitely turn them on, because I know for me personally, I don't always get my favorite YouTubers videos in my subscription boxes, or sometimes I don't see it. And then I'll see like 2 weeks later, like, what? This person uploaded that video? I would have definitely watched that. What the heck? So definitely turn your bells on, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.